Alright, chat, it's time to lock in. Today we're going to be talking about Sonic X Shadow Gens, and we're going to be talking about potential DLC. If you're like me, you played the hell out of both Sonic Gens and Shadow Gens. It's like a Sonic rite of passage, basically. But one thing on our minds when this game released, and we got news of the movie DLC coming out later on in the year, was that this would fix Generation's DLC problems. That this would give Sonic Team the means to release more DLC, not only for just base gens, if that was possible, but also for Shadow Gens. I mean, it seemed like a no-brainer. However, here we are looking at our pocket watches here, and game's dead silent. Now, I know that Sonic Team is working on the new Frontiers, and Sonic Team is also working on the racing game, this, that. However, I do feel that leaving Shadow Gens in the dust like this is a bad practice, especially since Generations and Shadow Gens are like breeding grounds for DLC, extra DLC stages, skins, stuff like that. I feel like that game is just like, you could do so much with it, and it feels so weird that right after release and then they released the movie stuff that they just kind of abandoned it. We know that the team behind it is Sonic Team B, and Sonic Team A is working on Frontiers 2. I don't know if both teams are working on Frontiers 2 now that development's over on that. I don't know who's working on the new Sonic racing game. I don't know how them teams be working. They be moving like shadow ops in the background. But I'm only here right now not to debate about why we haven't gotten any, but instead to fill your delusional minds with what could be the future if we got DLC for this game. I'm going to start off with Sonic Gens because there's been a lot, and I mean a lot, of stage ideas for DLC. And I know it's probably never going to happen, you know, different engine and all that. I'm pretty sure they don't want to go back and use their archaic Hedgehog Engine 1 and start developing tools for Sonic. But, I mean, they went back and they added a drop dash, and, you know, they changed the button. You know, I feel like they could do it, but they're probably not going to do it. It's okay. Alright, you know what I mean. So, what would I add as a DLC? Well, first of all, this would sound a little bit weird, but I would give us the 3DS pack. The 3DS version of Generations has some pretty good stages. You don't have to add every single one. Skip Radical Highway, please. But give us the stages that were really cool in the 3DS version. I mean, Mushroom Hill was great. We also had Emerald Coast. I was about to forget the name. Bear with me for a second. A Tropical Resort could be cool, technically, I guess. Water Palace. I don't remember the other ones, but a 3DS pack would be great. I would eat that up. You don't even have to make new remixes either. They're already remixed, so just port them babies in and I'll play it day and night. In terms of other games that could get stages, I mean, show some love to the storybook games. I mean, come on. Now, per se, I can't really off my noggin think of any, you know, stages that should be brought in. Well, no, Evil Foundry. Just off the popularity from that song alone, I feel like Evil Foundry is a shoo-in. Or Sand Oasis if you want to get jiggy with it. Black Knight. What's a good Black Knight stage? What's the first stage? I mean, we could do Deep Woods technically, but also we could do like the castle stage. Or if we're going to do like a later game stage, consult someone who knows more about Black Knight. What are other Sonic games that got shafted? Well, technically not shafted because these games didn't exist yet. But if we're going to give Shadow a Frontier stage, and he wasn't there, then why don't we go back and give Sonic some future stages? I always thought it was cool that we were going back into Sonic's past, but what if we were doing Sonic's future too? That was one really cool detail I liked about Shadow Gens, where we had things from Shadow's past, but these were also stages that Shadow experienced that he has no idea where the fuck he is. He doesn't know what a Sunset Heights is. He doesn't even know that shit. I feel like you could play around with that concept now, especially. And since you got the main voice cast back to re-record lines for base gens, it wouldn't be hard for them to comment on, what the heck, where am I? I mean, technically, you've got Lost World, you've got Frontiers, you've got Forces, and those three could make really cool stages. I have no idea what you would choose for Lost World. Personally, I feel like you could do like the Honeycomb Highway. I mean, that's probably like the most popular stage in Frontiers. What the fuck am I saying? I feel like that's the most popular stage in Lost World, right? The Honeycomb Highway. For Frontiers, since we already took Chaos Island for Shadow, I don't know why. I mean, we probably would just have to do Kronos Island. That's what it's called, right? Yeah. I feel like Kronos Island would be cool. Or if we're gonna do that, we could probably do like the Shadow Gens thing where like halfway through we throw Sonic in cyberspace, right? I mean, you can set change in a Sonic Generations base, right? Like, I feel like that's not just a Shadow Gens thing. And then for forces, since you took Sunset Heights, Luminous Forest would be pretty cool. No, Metropolis, the really nice, like, white city. That was actually kind of cool. I feel like you could do that. Or Mortar Canyon. That was, like, the best designed Sonic stage in that one, so one of those two, that could really work. Otherwise than that, we should give love to Sonic's Handheld, since the 3DS version didn't do that well. I mean, you could give us the Advance Pack, give us like a Music Plant from Advance 2. I don't give a fuck what you choose for Advance 1, that game's mid. And Advance 3, Ocean Base. That's just me personally. I really liked Ocean Base. The level design sucked a lot of times, but that music was fire. I'm not, that can't be denied. Or Cybertrack, whichever one you want to choose. I don't judge. Chaos Angel maybe. Sonic Rush got love with Water Palace. I'd love to see Sonic Rush Adventure get some love. Just please, on God, choose any stage but that stupid ass Coral stage. I hated that stage. I hate the music. I hate the atmosphere. Fuck that stage. If we're gonna choose a Rush Adventure stage, I definitely say give us Sky Babylon. I would love to hear what a modern remix of that music sounds like. That would just be great. If we had to go back and give Rush a different stage, I feel like Water Palace was great from 3DS, but Huge Crisis could be pretty cool. Like you're just running on ships. I mean, that would basically just be the variant of like Metal Harbor, except you're just exclusively on the ships. Otherwise than that, I don't really know. I mean, what was that? Dead Space? Is that what it's called? No, that's a game. That's definitely a game series. Dead Zone, Dead. Throw in some Sonic 4 love. I mean, hey, we recently just discovered some Sonic 4 Episode 3 stuff, which I will do a video on, because I want to. But I mean, Sonic 4 Episode 2 has some great stages. White Park, is that what it's called? White Park? I'm gonna say it's White Park. White Park Zone's pretty cool. You could skip Episode 1 if you really wanted to, but if you had to, I feel like we shouldn't do Splash Hill Zone because that's just like basically Green Hill. I would probably choose that casino place since we technically haven't gotten a dedicated casino zone. I mean, we could do skins, right? I mean, we could do like the Sonic movie skin, or even just give him the shoes. We can give the Adventure 2 skins since you did Adventure 1. I mean, I feel like that would look fire. Classic Sonic could get like a pixelated skin to make him look like Mania and like the classics, because he doesn't go. He does kind of get like 3D angle. Well, you guys could fix that up. I don't know. Or, oh, wait a minute. It just hit me. If we're gonna do stages, why not we get like a Mania and Superstars pack? Wouldn't that be crazy? We've already seen the stages in 2D, so you know, it wouldn't be hard to give Classic Sonic like a Mania stage or a Superstar stage, but then you would have to use your noggin and give Modern Sonic that same stage and make it cool in 3D. If that's the case, press Garden or Mirage Saloon. I'm leaning heavily on the Mirage Saloon because personally, I feel like that would go kind of crazy. And for Superstars, I kind of want to do Cyber Station. I feel like that'd be pretty cool, right? That's different. Superstars has some pretty cool looking stages. So honestly, even though I hate on that game, it's got some pretty cool concepts. I feel like you could put that into a Generation style. But that was just Generations. Now we gotta talk about Shadow Gens. But I mean, can we get Shadow the Hedgehog representation at all? Where's Westopolis? I mean, we got the music for Tokyo, but like, I would have liked to see actual Westopolis. I mean, we could do Sky Troops. We could do that carnival level. We could do, oh god, Lava Shelter. Lava Shelter would be cool. I mean, just any Shadow stage at this point, right? Like, give Shadow something. I mean, we could do White Jungle, I guess. I mean, technically, we don't have to classify it just one per game, though, right? It's DLC. So, I mean, we could do like White Jungle, we get that in there. We can do Sonic Heroes again. Sonic Heroes. We could do Egg Fleet. I like Egg Fleet. You like Egg Fleet. If you don't like Egg Fleet, you do now, because I said so. Just all in all, I feel like Shadow Gens and Sonic Gens have like the best place for DLC. You could there could be endless amounts, bro, and I'd pay for that. I would pay so much money for really cool looking DLC for those games. But hey, at the end of the day, we're probably not going to get it. I have little faith. And we're probably just going to move on and focus on the racing game, the Fall Guys, and the new Frontiers. But hey, tell me what you guys would like to see for Shadow Gens DLC and Sonic Gens DLC. Did I cover any good grounds? Did you guys want other classic Sonic games stages in there, like I'm sure there's gonna be one bot in the chat that's like, what about Ice Cap, Aquatic Rune, whatever that Sonic 2 stage is, Scrapyard or whatever the stage is. I already got your. Oh wait, we didn't get a CD rep. We should get a CD rep. Okay, what am I doing? I'm stupid. It's got to be Stardust Speedway.